entering a small little town. You hear a goblin war cry and begin to position your troops in a defensive manner to hold off the attack from the creature. You need to survive 10 rounds or defeat all of the enemies.
All right.
So at this point, let's go with anything behind the line where your two fighters are.
Okay.
Anywhere within kind of like this area. You can position your troops however you want.
Okay.
You can't move through any obstacles. So like there is a wall right here on both sides. So like you can't move through that wall. I think that's a wall. You can't move through the barriers and the buildings and whatnot.
Yeah.
But other than that, anywhere you would like in there.
Okay. So, well, right now I cannot click on the character. So.
Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault because I created them and then didn't give them back to you. What kind of designer am I, huh? Back in my day, players just assigned their own characters. Okay, and cleric. Okay, you should have full control now.
Yeah. So you say I could place them anywhere I want, right behind the line, right?
Yep. So to make it easy for you, oh, sorry, I was going to give you the borders. So like anywhere within this radius.
Okay. Oops, my bad. All right.
Okay, and then we will start. The enemy will spawn in first, and then you will take your first turn once they spawn in.
Okay.
All right, and we're just starting at the top.
You can actually roll to determine randomly where they start if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's roll a d6. Showing what I got.
So, 4. So 1, 2, 3 behind them. And then if you want to put one more in there, give them 2.
What the? Another goblin.
But it doesn't matter what they are. As long as their weapon is clear, I suppose.
Yeah, these are fighters, or like,
okay.
The stronger ones.
Okay. And then...
Yeah, I was going to say, do I just get 2? To start out with?
Give me 1 second here. They get X number of fighters. Yeah, that's fine. Because some rounds they won't need an enemy. Just because of the number of rounds.
Okay. So just 2 to start off with?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You could even put them on different spawn points if you really wanted to.
No, I like my position.
Okay. All right. At this point, Isaac, you may take your first turn.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So how do I pass the turn, or I'm just say like I'm done and you guys moved around, or?
Did you not want to move the remainder of your troops?
Nah.
Okay, so then, yep, you can just pass.
How do I pass?
All right.
Do I get to spawn in another one, or do we doing the every other round thing?
We could do like every other round. Occasionally they'll get it because it's we know how many enemies there's supposed to be from the list.
Right.
So as long as we are within that by the time we reach the 10th round.
Okay, got it.
Just kind of use your best discretion on when you think an enemy should be put in.
All right. Well, I am moving here, and I am attacking him. I'm attacking him, and which is a fight. It's fighter on fighter, so I need a 5.
Yeah, let me grab their stats here.
Oh wait, I haven't filled in my stats.
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Okay, thank you.
So what do we got here? We got what? 2 hit armor and hit points. 8, 4, 8, 5. Did I do that right?
I think so. No, I don't have 8 health.
No.
This thing has 14.
Not the AI.
Oh, did we turn it down?
Yeah, we did that last time.
Oh yeah. All these playtesters are meshing together.
That's the importance of good notes.
Anywho, I want to attack him, so I need a 5 or better with a D10. So let's hit this D10. What'd I get?
2, miss.
Miss. Okay. Next, I want to move my guy to. Let's go. I want to do like this. I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go right there. Now it's the end of my turn.
Okay.
All right, now one of the things that we've changed this time around, Isaac, is we've now added. Have you ever played like Dungeons and Dragons at all?
No.
Okay. We added a feature called flanking. So you see how your fighter is locked into melee range with another fighter?
Yeah.
So if you attack that unit with another unit, so like if you attack him with your archer or something, it'll be a little bit easier for you to hit him, and it'll be a little bit harder for him to block it because they're being ganged up on.
Oh, okay.
Now, one of the things that is not clear in the rules that we need to update is that you can't shoot through friendly units. So, like, this archer can't shoot this guy from here because your fighter's in the way. So he would have to, like, move somewhere so that he's not directly shooting through your fighter.
Oh, okay.
Is he allowed to make the choice though to shoot through them but in turn give damage to his guy and another and the enemy?
Traditionally, things like that work as cover. Basically, you either miss your unit and you hit the enemy, or you hit your unit.
So it's kind of like a 50-50.
Well, it comes down to whether or not you hit their AC. So, like,
Got it.
if he missed his fighter's AC but hit the goblin's AC, then he would miss the fighter and hit the goblin.
Right.
But if the initial attack hit the fighter's AC, he would just hit the fighter.
Got
Which is why we haven't implemented anything like that right now, because it's a little too far down the rabbit hole.
Right.
All right. So can I move? Or
Yep. Yep.
one thing. Let's say I move my soldier, the one right next to the goblin, one square up. Can I still attack that goblin, or do I have to be like next to it? Like, can it be diagonally? The
Yes.
attack?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere that is within a 1 square radius.
Oh, okay. Right. So I'm gonna attack that goblin with the archer.
Okay. If you click on a unit and
Uh,
hold your mouse down, yep, there you go. That will tell whoever is observing where you're clicking.
Oh, okay.
So you're attacking him with your archer.
Yeah.
Okay, so your fighter is next to him. So basically, instead of needing a 5 to hit the enemy, you need a 4 or better.
Okay.
In order to block, he needs a 7 or better.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll it in the chat.
How do you roll once again?
If you, it doesn't show. That's unfortunate.
He
Let me
he
see if I
doesn't
can
see the
break
D10
this.
button.
So
You can write on Discord like real quick. I don't know.
that does work because we don't have a robot in here.
Do you want me to roll for him?
No, he needs to. So I just put it in the chat. With that, add +1 to that.
3. Oh, he missed.
It's wait up, hang on. Yeah, never mind. Because he needs.
He needed a 4.
Yeah. Okay, so that missed. Did you want to attack with your fighter as well? As long as he's right next to him?
Oh yeah. So I roll out once again, right?
Yep. So 8 is better than a 4, so that does hit. And then Nick needs to roll for defense. He needs a 7 or better, which he failed. So you deal damage equal to fighters deal 8 points, which is enough to kill him. I don't remember how to do those overlays. Oh, yes, I do. I remember.
I deleted my guy. Oh wait, I'm stupid. There.
Okay, now that space is still occupied by a unit.
Okay.
So basically,
You can't move through it.
yeah, or we could treat it as 2 spaces instead of 1. That's something that we can put in for iterations. Difficult terrain. I'm going to put that in the iteration notes. Okay. Are you attacking with anybody else if you're in range too? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think you're in range with anybody else.
Nah, it's cool. I pass.
All right. I am going to spawn in my. If it will let me. There we go. And then I'm gonna spawn in also another fighter of mine. Lord. I meant to go right there. Okay. And I'm gonna move them. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are these both fighters?
The one archer, one fighter. I'm actually gonna 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to move my guy up 1 and try to attack the other fighter.
So fighter on fighter?
Correct.
Okay. Roll it.
And I rolled a 3, which is not a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And my turn's over.
Round 3. Fight.
All right. Wait, once I move it, like that's it. It stays there, or like can I
Usually
correct?
that's how it works, is like once you make your choice, you make your choice. But since this is a play test, you can go one up if you really want to.
Yeah,
That's
unlike
cool.
a physical board space, we understand that sometimes the mouse
Technology.
accidentally gets let go and whatnot. So, like, if you need a little bit of fine-tunement, that's fine.
Nah, it's cool. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay.
All right, what's going on here?
So can I attack? Are these things blocking my archers or not?
They are.
Yes.
Okay. Right here. Here. So I'm gonna attack this guy with my archer and with the first with my archer.
So you said you're shooting with this archer?
Yeah.
Okay. He is flanked by this fighter. So to make it easier, when you do that roll again, put +1 at the end of it.
Barely.
Yep. Okay. So you hit with that fighter. Or excuse me, not the fighter. You hit with the archer.
And I miss, and now he's dead.
Is he?
He's dead.
What's the damage?
Fighter on fighter, it's 8 points.
Or
He's
no,
dead.
archer. He shot with the archer.
Oh, he shot with the archer, then it's half.
Yep.
So I have 4 health.
Okay. So now I'm gonna attack with the fighter.
Okay.
And basically, if you just hit, no matter what I do, I will die. So if you hit, you win, or you hit, you kill.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he's dead.
Mm-hmm. And you moved all the rest of your pieces?
He
Yeah.
did.
Okay. So then you pass your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go fighter on. And 1 miss, and that's my turn.
Okay.
You didn't spawn anybody else out. Anybody else in?
Oh, I forgot. Well, it's not my time to do so because we were going every other round. So unless you want me to.
Well, you're gonna have to use your discretion on
Oh, so I get to pick whenever?
because of the number of units that you have at your disposal in the rules document. It tells you how many units you have total. So like the number of fighters and the number of archers. So you just have to disperse those archers and fighters out over the 10 rounds.
Oh, then I mean,
However,
you know what I would have done at my first turn is I would have spawned everyone in.
Well, again, best discretion.
I would have spawned everyone in.
The system is going to handle spawning in the future. Right now, we're trying to
Oh,
emulate.
okay. I see. All right, that's my turn then.
All right, so you spawned another archer.
Another archer and another fighter.
Oh, hang on. Where's the other? Oh, here.
Yep,
Okay.
that's my last fighter.
All right. So let's see. So can I move through these ones or not?
One more time.
Can I move through these guys or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that's gonna be difficult terrain. This we were discussing. So instead of this being as one square of movement, it will count as 2.
Okay.
If I knew that, I would have gone around.
Well, that's what we discussed last turn.
I didn't know that was an implementation just here now, but all right.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack with this guy, the Goblin Archer, or I don't know if it's a Kobold or.
That's an archer.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna attack that one. So how much do I have to roll?
5.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, I missed. So I'm gonna attack now with this guy, the archer again.
Can't.
Yeah.
You can.
So that's one of the things we were discussing before with cover. This is one of the harder to explain until it happens kind of scenarios.
Okay.
Basically, this would be like trying to attack around a corner. So there's no way to like swing your axe or your sword a full 90 degrees around a wall.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. So then I'm gonna attack with this guy, the fighter.
Okay.
It's an yeah, but no, it's a fighter. Sorry.
Yep. Later.
Got it.
Yep, and he is supported by this one.
And I got a 7. I think I soaked.
Enemy fighters soak on a 6+.
Okay, so that's 4 damage.
Yep, so that is a 6, so you just soak. That's a fighter, so he's at 4 because they never got updated with the new information when they spawned out.
Alright. So now I'm gonna attack with the archer, the same guy. You can't?
No, because you have to be one space like back.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
this,
okay.
you know, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
be some distance between an archer and a fighter.
Okay. So also, I imagine that the cleric has the same situation as the fighter with
That
the
is
corner.
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanted,
Okay.
what you could do is move your archer back diagonally one, and then you'll be able to shoot. I think.
Okay.
I think because you're not directly shooting through your guy; you're shooting diagonally.
Yeah, it's one of those weird edge cases. I would allow it. It's
Yeah.
something that we're going to have to really clarify in the future.
Yeah. So if you were to do this and then shoot, like you can do that.
Okay.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Nah, it's cool. I made my turn, so I'm gonna roll with it.
Okay. Did you want to go back? Because I moved you back.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So
All right.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna pass now.
All right. God, my computer sucks. Do not. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shoot your fighter.
Did we start round 4 and I missed it?
Probably.
You,
So I'm
yeah,
gonna shoot your. Huh?
Yeah, you spawned in your last fighter.
Yes, last turn I did.
Hmm.
I'm gonna shoot your fighter. 5. I think that hits. I needed a 4 or better.
With archers?
Archers on fighter.
Archers are a 5. Archers
Okay.
are a 6+ to hit.
Oh, then I missed with that. And then I want to attack your fighter. 8. That's a hit, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. 8 hits on anything, I think.
Right. So roll to soak.
Oh, do I roll?
Yeah, you roll.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was on the
All
phone.
right, good. You're good. So that's 8 damage.
Yep, a 3 and nothing soaked on a 3.
But do I get extra damage for flanks? Because I think I have 3 guys that can help me.
I was only setting that up for players.
Oh, okay.
The AI is succeeding so much. I'm trying to.
Got it. I see.
Mm.
All right, so that fighter has.
Was it this one you hit?
Yes.
Okay. And you hit it for 8?
8, full 8. Okay. And then I also want to. Huh?
You could do math in those bubbles.
Yeah.
So like, if an enemy takes damage or something like this goblin here, if you do like +8, it will just add that.
Oh, I see.
Value.
Got it. I'm gonna try to finish him off with this fighter.
This one?
Yep, I got a 6. I think that hits.
6 on a. Yep. Hits on 5. Yep, so you
All
hit.
right, so he needs a 5 or better to stay alive.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's dead. All right. And then I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna shoot your dude, your fighter.
This one?
Yeah, I think I miss. I think I need a 7.
2 hit is 6 or better.
Oh, okay. I got a 6 then.
Mhm.
So he needs to roll, I think, a 5 or better to
Yes.
soak.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so that's -2. And I did him. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So which one of my guys died, or
Yeah, this guy died.
Wait, who died?
which one?
The one yes, that one.
He
Okay.
died?
He died.
I thought he soaked.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yep, you're right. I had to think about it for a second.
No, you're fine.
Because I put in my notes that the player lost their first units.
No, it's the end of my turn.
All right.
Mhm.
That puts us at round 5. Fight.
So right now I'm on top of the dead guy, the other soldier.
Yeah,
It's that cool.
you can't occupy his space. He's in it. It just
Okay,
causes
so
you to move through it. So if you,
okay. So let
yeah,
me just put it back.
you can move diagonally. So
Oh,
like
okay.
if you're trying to get here or something like that, it would be 1, 2 spaces.
Oh, okay. And we're right here. And can move my archer back. Mm. All right, so I'm gonna attack this guy with the fighter.
Okay.
This guy.
So he
Oh,
is flanked because of your cleric. So +1 for your 2 hit. Nine is a hit. 4 is a
Miss.
fail, I think.
Yeah, so he's dead.
okay. So I'm also going to attack this guy, the fighter. So I'm gonna roll.
I think I barely survive. I think archers have 10 health, and that was a 4 health, so I have 6, I think.
Archers have 5.
Oh, then I have 2 health left on my archer.
Okay. And I'm going to attack this archer with my archer. Or I cannot because of the dead body.
No, you can. You can shoot over a dead body.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna roll.
And he's dead.
I soaked.
Round.
I think I soaked.
Archers soak on a 7 or an 8.
Never mind. Is that full damage? So that's 4 health. So both of my archers have 2 health.
1.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. AI archers have 5 hit points.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I can't do math then. Yeah, I have 1 on each then.
And
Okay.
yeah, because he's soaked.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna pass my turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna spawn in my last archer. here with him. So right now, I'm just gonna basically use all my archers to try to hurt this one guy right here. So I'm gonna just roll. Yeah. That was a 5 or a 3. That's a miss with 1. So we'll say that's a miss with that guy. Another 3. That's a miss with the other guy, and a miss with them too. All right. With this fighter, I'm gonna try to attack this fighter. 2. That's a miss, and that's my turn.
Okay. So this will be round 6, right?
Correct.
Okay. So
Round 6.
Beat me to it.
okay. So I'm gonna attack this archer with this archer. This one.
Okay.
Roll.
6 is a hit. Archer's hit on a 5. Yep.
I rolled a 6.
Which silk or not, it's enough.
Yep. So he's dead.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack this little archer with this archer.
+1 to hit.
Don't know if you can.
Why?
I can.
I mean, is he? I mean, isn't he behind? Am I behind cover? I mean, he's at a very awkward angle.
Hang on. You're
No, wait, this one.
this
This
archer
one.
to this archer, right?
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah,
talking to the
yeah, yeah.
fighter. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about
Uh-uh.
him. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
No problem. So roll +1, right?
Yep. And then he gets -1 to the save. 4 is not enough.
Okay.
You need a 7.
Okay. So then now I'm gonna hit with this guy, the archer.
Mm-hmm.
Roll.
That's
It doesn't miss. Okay. And so I got this guy, right? With this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Is this one +1 or not?
They were attacked by that archer, so I would still put that same as a flanking scenario. They're working together on that unit.
Okay.
That is a hit. That is a save.
All right, and then I'm
I
gonna
think
pass.
I think my guy is dead, if I'm not mistaken.
armor is a 8. Hang on. Did you do your -1, Nick?
Yes.
Okay. So then yes, that is a save.
So he has how many?
This is an
He
archer.
has a he has if that's a save, that's I have 2 health, I think.
1.
1. Okay.
And archers. Archers hit on a 5. And they save on an 8.
Also, I haven't mentioned this, but am I supposed to be able to see the HP of the enemies or not?
I plugged it in there intentionally so that you have an idea as to how much damage you're doing. In a future rendition, it may be just a bar.
Okay, but because right now I cannot see anything, so just for
hang
the
on.
record.
You can't see their hit points?
No.
Okay. Stand by.
Yeah, I was just having that doubt because there are some games that do not show you the HP bar on the enemies, so I wasn't sure.
Look at the fighter down by your dead fighter. Do you see his
I can.
bar now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So that's just a small change I had to make.
Okay.
There. Now you should see all the remaining enemies' hit points.
I don't think I see the archer at this one.
Wait, one more time.
I think I can't. I cannot see this one. This guy's HP.
Okay. Oh, because he doesn't have a max health. That's why.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So whose turn is it again? I think I
It's
just
mine.
finished mine, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's mine. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Back him. Actually, no. I'm gonna just move him here. And then him. I can't really. Well, 1, 2, 3. I'll move him there. And I'll move him there. I'm gonna attack archer to fighter. Miss. And then archer to fighter again. Miss. And then fighter to this fighter. Miss. And that's the end of my turn.
That is astronomical.
All right. So
Because that happened 2 turns in a row.
all right. So
round 7. Round 7.
Okay.
I think.
So
Yes.
So this is the top the cap, sorry, for the enemies that will spawn, or on later turns gonna spawn more.
No, I'm done spawning. I don't have any more left to spawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's a survival situation. Once you wipe out the enemy forces, they're done.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack this archer with this one. Roll.
He's done.
All right. So now I'm gonna attack this guy with this guy, and I believe it's flanked with this one, so it will be +1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's done.
And I'm gonna attack this last guy with this one, and with this one also.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be +1 on each roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep. And then for me, if I don't soak, it's over. No, I need a 7. So the game's over.
Okay. So, and with that, you were able to wipe out the remainder of the AI's units. Now, I know we had a couple of stumbling blocks getting the technology running smoothly. How did you feel during the game? Did everything make sense? Any questions?
Well, there were some rules that I didn't get at the beginning, like the one on the corner, like this one.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get it, once you like as you say, once you play through that, you get it, you won't make the same mistake. Uh, Also, I don't know, if you're gonna do a mechanic like the corpse this spawn after certain rounds, because that feels like it's cool, but maybe after, I don't know, I'm just giving feedback. So maybe after a few rounds, I don't know how many you guys want, it despawns or something like that. 'Cause it kind of feels like, I don't know how to explain it. Weird. You get me? Once this happens, all these guys are blocking this place. So for example, my archer are basically safe because I don't know, if something spawns right here, it will never touch them, and I can just let them keep them there. So it feels kind of unfair, or kind of easy. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Part of the solution to that was that the enemy was supposed to spawn in from those other spawn points. So that way that didn't get bottlenecked. But they
Yeah.
all kept getting spawned on that same side. So
Yeah, I could also see it turning into my against me. Like my guys are over here, so it will be hard to defend these guys if something comes from the other side. I get you. I don't know. I couldn't really use the clerics. Maybe I was lucky, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the cleric is there if I were to just do a bunch of damage to you, but I didn't really get to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of made it useless.
Yeah, and I'm guessing you have a lower dice for the enemies to attack. Like you were using a 10 instead of a 12.
Yes.
I
Before
don't
in our
know.
earlier renditions, it was too symmetrical. It was too fair. So with the enemy having more units, they were basically able to wipe out the player, even with bad roll.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, so now it makes sense because right now with the enemies that there are, it didn't feel like it was too much of a challenge. Oh, you get me.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, let me think about it. I think that's it. I don't
All
know
right.
if that's useful feedback or not.
That's
No,
good.
it was definitely. I mean, watching this back, we could probably gather more information, which is what we always have to do. But from what you told us, it's good information for sure.
All right.
Now, other than the corpses breaking down over time, um, is there anything else that you expected to see or that you wanted to see in a game like this and didn't, or things that you did see that detracted from the play experience that you would prefer not to see in a later build?
One thing that I've seen on, for example, this other types of games, for example, the archers. Usually, some of them, or I don't know, a wizard or something, can attack through these things, through these obstacles. I mean, also it depends on the obstacle, because this one, I don't know how high it is. So you get me, it kind of loses the the perspective.
Yeah.
Can an archer actually attack through this one? Because if it's just a block, I don't know, a fence, I mean, you probably could attack. You get me,
Mhm.
or something like that. Uh, what? Something that you said something that I wouldn't want on the or some. You said something like that.
Yeah, like if there was something that during this play experience you were like, you weren't expecting it, or that you feel like the game would be better without.
Mm, let me think about it. Oh, one thing. I don't know if it's a thing or not, but let's say this guy's right here, and on one turn, and I move specifically a certain way. I think I move like this or something like that. So I don't know if my guys can block the pad. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of other archers.
No, or allies.
Oh, like
just
blocking the
our allies.
path, like not being able to
Yeah.
move in front of.
Yeah, for example, I will have to move this guy over here, so this guy will move. I don't know if that was a thing or not. So I still did it because
Yeah.
I think on the other games happens like you are blocking the path of your ally.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have. I'm pretty sure, John. And I mean, I think all of us agree that I could be wrong for talking for everyone, but I think that having to move everyone to get your soldier or fighter or whatever to where you want it, you have to move everyone. Like you can't magically go through them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the issue with that is an issue that I've been trying to gloss over because it was going to make things more complicated than it needed to be. Um, Diagonalies traditionally count as 2 movement spaces. So in that particular instance, so like if you, whoops, as I grab the wrong piece, if you were like this, moving here would be the same as moving like this.
Yeah.
But you just do it quickly. As long as there's not something blocking your path, like cover, generally you can get away with that. I let it slide because we haven't really delved into those diagonal movement rules, because it's something that the player will never need to see or think about in a finished product. Because basically you'll have like a little grid space showing you where you can move to, and then anywhere you can't move to would just be blocked off.
Oh, okay.
So you are correct. That is a lack of clarity in the way that the movement rules are written. So thank you for bringing that up. It is something that I will have to go over in our next iteration.
No problem.
Real quick, John, I want to address this. You see this path right here, all of these 5?
I do not. You're gonna have to give me a highlight.
These 5 bodies.
Yep.
Okay. If I'm sitting here and I want, let's say I'm sitting here and I want to end up here, I can't because I have 4 movement and these are 2 each.
Yes.
So I'm going to be sitting here. Like there isn't, like we need to address the, like if there's a double body, if you know what I'm saying. I think that either there should be 2 things that should happen, because this can be like this current 3-2 setup right here of dead bodies. This can be abused if we go a certain way, because if we let it go like, all right, let's say I want to move here. If we're just letting them just skip over there and not letting them move, we can do that. But let's say I want to move from there to here. You're letting them traverse. You know what I'm saying?
So the way something like that is
we need to either let them just move to the nearest open square, or we just block off the entire, like we're just saying you cannot move, like you cannot go back here.
Now, the way that that's traditionally handled is if you end your turn in a illegal space, usually you get shunted to the nearest opening space, and you usually take damage. That's the way most games handle that, or they prevent the movement at all. and you would have to go all the way around. I don't like that only because it may be possible to trap the player, and they may not be able to move at all.
Right.
So I think a way to kind of bring this both into account is we could put like a 2 or 3 round timer on a body. I don't like it for the prototypes just because it's so much to track. But
Right.
it could be useful to put in the GDD for the final game.
I'm good with that for sure.
But we could also give a corpse kind of like half of its total HP. And then a unit can attack that corpse to just outright destroy it.
I'm good with either letting it rot and letting it disappear off the battlefield at a certain time. I think that's actually the easier thing to do because, like, I don't know. I feel like if you give me the decision of killing a corpse that's already dead, just to move it out of the way, I don't want to say that's like if you're in this position, like we're like literally like this is a player piece, and let's say there's enemies over here or whatever. If you put yourself in this position, I feel like you have to deal with what you put yourself into, and that's just me. But yeah.
Now this fighter can either sit in here and wait for 4 turns for these to go away, or they can spend 2 turns and destroy both those corpses and be on their way.
Right, or they can just move back here and sacrifice a point. But yes, I agree. I would just say letting it decompose over time and let it come off the battlefield is probably the easier thing to do in a future iteration. But if you want to put in the damaging it just to get like not wanting to wait, I understand that too. Like that's a good point. But anywho, we actually need to run. It's 2:52.
Yep. All right. I've got the observations done. We will have to go over iterations from those observations, but we can do that later.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Isaac, thank you for playing the game.
Thank you guys for letting me play test it.
No problem, man.
All right, enjoy your night.
See you guys.